Let's get farming. Afternoon everybody, it's Monday afternoon now, so spent the morning up at the grain dryer just blowing everything down, getting everything ready for winter, and because we had quite a bit of rain this morning, so it's soaked in nicely now. So we're out on the BJB pan buster, just ripping up some of the ground. So this ground here was our whole crop ground. You can see where we whole cropped half of it in the end, and then we cut the rest for barley. Excuse the windows, she needs a bit of a wash, she is a bit filthy, so no, that moisture that we've had, a bit of rain we've had, is really soaked in well, so it's really done some good. So this is the BJB pan buster. I think you've seen it in previous videos. It's literally two Browns pan busters, cut on the end there and there. Dad made this about 30 years ago, and yeah, she's old but she's gold. I mean, it rips the ground up, leaves it nice and bulked, lets the weather get into it, lets the aeration get into it. A lot of cultivators, a bit like the Kockerling now, they seem to rip it up and then whack it straight back down again. So this one's a goodie for just getting that ground lifted and letting the weather into it. We're due for some fairly hefty bouts of rain coming through in the next few days, so yeah, we'll let that weather get into it, let this all mix in a bit, and leave it for a few days. It's had a round up on it now. You can probably just about see out there, it's all starting to go yellow now. All the volunteers and whatnot are all sort of going a bit bleached in colour, so yeah, we'll get it ripped up now, leave it for a couple of days, let the weather get into it, and then we'll look again at what we're going to do. So we had a weekend off this weekend just gone. We're further ahead now than where we thought we were going to be. We drilled all of our ground now with low black grass pressures, so we're pretty relaxed now, I've got to be honest with you. So this field here has got a little bit of black grass pressure on it because it was that's why we whole cropped it. It was into green cover. We sprayed the green cover off. We put a bit of spring barley out here for whole crop, and yeah, so we Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I'm just out here now loosening it up a bit because it has been run on a little bit. We tried the discs out actually on this little piece here. We pulled the discs out the stinging nettles, and yeah, they didn't work, so we put them back. But yeah, we're just loosening it up, getting it ready for the Kockerling to go over it, and we'll be drilling this, not just yet. Hopefully we'll get another chit on it, another strike on it, and another flush of black grass, and then we'll drill it probably in the next couple of weeks, to be fair. It's almost October, so yeah, as soon as it is October then we will drill it. So this Wednesday I've got a nip over to Oaks Brothers at Mitchell Dever, take my hedge cutter over there and sort a few things out, so there'll probably be a bit of that in a minute. Yeah, we're going to have a drive over there and drop the tractor off and get a lift back, so we'll have a little bit of a run out. Morning everybody, so we're on our way over to Oaks Brothers for what I hear you say. You'll see in a minute. We're here. Right, so 24 hours later and something slightly different on the back. Can you tell what it is yet? So here we go, first time with the new girl. Controls are slightly different to our old ones. For some reason you twist the other way and it goes, on our old one you should twist that way and it used to tip towards you, and that way and it tipped away, but I don't know if it was wired up wrong or what, but this is probably more intuitive because it's how it probably should be, but it's just going to take some getting used to. So we've gone for 65T. So the T is telescopic, as you can see, and that'll give us so much more reach. So yeah, let's give her a go. Let's see how she goes. So strange, because the controls are the other way around. It's like learning to hedge cut all over again. Just yeah, feels really weird, but I'll get there. I'll get used to it. So we decided to get a new one. The old one had a few issues coming. The pump was on its way out, and it was really sloppy on all the joints and needed rebushing. The solenoid block needed all the O-rings done in it, so it was time. Yeah, it was more cost effective to buy a new hedge cutter than it was to do it up. So we've gone a bit bigger. Same sort of proportional controls as before. We had a little box before as opposed to this. We had lever forward or reverse as well before, which now it's electronic, and it's telescopic, so it's yeah, got a bit more reach. It's a 65T, as I said before. So yeah, we've got the telescopic reach on it, and same size head, 1.2 metres. We didn't go any bigger on the head. We're waiting for the orbital kit to come for the head. That won't be here until next year, with the backlog on everything as there is on machinery and whatnot. So yeah, that should come hopefully March time next year, so we'll get that on there. We could have gone for the hydraulic roller. We didn't go for the hydraulic roller in the end. We thought the orbital kit, tipping the head back, would have been the better option, because we've got some quite narrow lanes around here. We can put the hedge cutter right back behind us, twist the head round and get into those tight areas. So once I get used to it, it should be all right. That'll do, pig. That's not too bad for my first go. So yeah, we'll crack on and get some more done. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a bit of a short video this week, just because we've been mucking around doing other bits and pieces. So next week I'll have a bit more of a video on this, and we'll be doing a bit more next week. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, if you could like and subscribe, that would be great. Helps me grow my channel. So yeah, see you next week.